All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. Let's take a look at our subscription goal. We are sitting at almost 9,300. We need 700 more subs to hit that 10K goal to give that $1,000 giveaway. And then we have 12K subs coming up to send a couple people to some games of their choice. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Dennis Burns is at the top. We have Kellen on this week. He's doing a great job so far, but that is the leaderboard right now. If you see your guys' name, reach out to us. BearsProfitPlays@gmail.com or on Twitter, BearsProfit @BearsProfit, and we need to get you guys set up so we can give you guys your picks out for the next couple of weeks. If you see your name, make sure you reach out. Also, if you want to become a member on our YouTube channel, we're going to be giving away $50 weekly to our members on YouTube. We have 15 to 20 right now. So if you become a member for just $4.99 a month, you have a chance to win $50 weekly. We're going to be doing that on our live show. We're going to put everybody on the wheel. We're going to spin it and give away $50 a week. So make sure you guys come check that out. Only $4.99 a month. Very cheap over there. And our plays are actually better over there as well. So guys, is going to do it. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get in some NFL picks and props for Thursday, December 14th, slated games. Trey, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Have you start us off?
Yeah, not a good day for us on Monday Night Football. I went 0-1. I gave out the Miami Dolphins minus 7.5 on the first half spread versus the Titans. And it was a pretty bad game from the Dolphins and a pretty bad game from the Titans. Neither team I felt like wanted to win this game, but the Titans ended up pulling it out at the end, and we didn't win the first half spread either.
I have no idea what's going on in the NFL. I mean, my record in game picks is horrible. I'm doing okay in player props, but I had the Green Bay Packers -6. They'd rattled off a couple huge wins. The Giants, Tommy DeVito, chicken cutlets, whatever you want to call it. And, of course, I take Jordan Love for my player prop as well. He's been really good, and now he sucks again. I have no idea what's going on right now, Trey, in the NFL. I had the Packers -6. They lost outright on a game-winning field goal. NFC is disgusting. AFC is disgusting. Playoff time is going to be interesting for all these teams. But let's move on to the real game that matters tonight. Your Raiders are going to be taking on the Chargers. The Raiders are -3 at home. The over-under is set at 34.5. I did see, did you see maybe Max Duggan playing in this game for the Chargers?
He was called up to the active roster, so he's at least going to be on the sideline. Maybe Easton Stick is bad. Maybe they have some Duggan packages. Who knows? I would love it if we see Max Duggan in there.
I'd love that. Trey, who's going to win this game?
Well, if you want my game pick, it's going to be the Raiders. But I'm going to stay away from the game pick here, and instead, this is going to be an absolute barn burner of a game. We all know that. We're going to see a matchup of Easton Stick versus Aiden O'Connell. Give me the under in this game. Give me the under 34.5 total points. I could not, in good faith, take the over. And I don't really want to take a game pick here because I'm a Raiders fan. I don't want to take the Raiders to win. I want them to lose. I'm not going to pick the Chargers here because Brandon Staley is an absolute doofus. Now, guys, the under is one of my favorite plays in this game because neither offenses have looked very good at all. The Chargers, they scored 6 points against the Patriots 2 weeks ago, followed that up last week with a 7 points against the Broncos. Their offense has just not looked very good. That was with Herbert in the first game, and Herbert played about half of the second game. So there's just no excuses for this Chargers offense. And last week, this Raiders team, they got shut out at home versus the Vikings. It was a very bad game to watch. And this game's going to be at home for the Raiders as well, obviously. And like I said earlier, both of these teams just are not inspiring at all. And both of them are kind of limping into this game as well. And Josh Jacobs, he is on the injury report for the Raiders, and he's questionable with a thigh injury. And this matchup has historically hit the under too. It's hit the under in 3 straight games and 4 out of the last 5, and make it 4 here in this game. Give me the under 34.5 points in the Chargers versus Raiders game.
Yeah, Trey, this one's going to be gross again, of course. It's good that it's on Amazon Prime. I think it's on Amazon Prime, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we love Amazon Prime games because they give us the most disgusting games possible. I'm going to take the Raiders -2.5. I'm also going to take the under with you. Primetime unders continue cash cow, so we're going to take the under. And then I think the Raiders get it done. I mean, I love Pierce. I love the Raiders organization as a whole, and I like that you're a Raiders fan. So I'm going to back your favorite team here. The Chargers have been god-awful over the last 3 games, and then you take out Justin Herbert, who hasn't been great, but he's a huge step up over Easton Stick. They are going to get Palmer back in this game, but I don't think it's going to matter. The Raiders are probably a little angry. I think it's going to be a healthy dose of Josh Jacobs in this game. After putting up that goose egg against the Minnesota Vikings, I think they come out and put up 21+ on the Chargers. I don't think the Chargers are going to score in this game, though, so I'm going to go with the under. Give me the Raiders -2.5 and the under in the game. Chargers also 7, 6, and 10 in the last 3 games. I think they don't score a touchdown in this game. But let's move on to the player props, Trey. How do you start us off?
Yeah, didn't do very good on the player props either on Monday night. I gave out Saquon Barkley over 93.5 rush plus receiving yards versus the Packers. Was getting a ton of volume, a ton of volume, but just not efficient. Come on, Saquon. Like, you can't hold out because you're some stud running back and average like 2 yards per carry. You're a bum.
He was close, though. Wait, do you have rushing receiving, right?
Rush plus receiving.
I feel like he was close, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he was close. I mean, he just didn't get as many receiving yards. I think he only finished with like 18 receiving yards. I
Hmm.
mean, yeah, I mean,
Um,
Alex DeVito just was not checking down the ball is what I was expecting him to.
yeah. Also, we need to talk about him doing the flip at the goal line. Did you see the play? I mean,
Dude,
he's
the guy,
dangerously close to losing the ball. Like, he needs to stop doing that. But I kind of like the pizzazz he's doing it with. I had Jordan Love. I trusted him. I've been saying since week one, really, I've been saying Jordan Love, not him. Jordan Love, not him. He rattled off 5 straight games of being him. And then I get back on his back, and he puts up a stinker against the Giants. He looked horrible. Probably the worst game he's played since week one. So thank you, Jordan Love, for crushing my spirits again. 0-1 for me. 0-2 as a team. Let's bounce back today, Trey. Let's do it. Start us off.
yeah, I'm going to be taking a defensive prop here. Give me Khalil Mack over 0.75 sacks in this game. He just has to get a full sack here. And in my opinion, this is one of the surest bets of the night. I fully expect Khalil Mack to wreak havoc in this game, especially since it's in Las Vegas. Mack, he got traded away from my Raiders quite a few years ago, probably 5-6 years ago by now. And he has held that against him every opportunity he has gotten because Khalil, he has faced the Raiders 5 times since he's gotten traded. And guys, he has 10 sacks in those games. So he's averaging 2 sacks per game. And these two teams, they've already played once this season. And Bear, do you want to guess how many sacks Mac finished with in that game?
Against who?
The Raiders earlier this season.
5.
6. He got 6 sacks against Aiden O'Connell in the first matchup. I think Aiden O'Connell is going to get sacked a ton in this game again. Whenever you factor in that Mac, he's leading the NFL in total sacks with 15. He's kind of snipping at the heels of TJ Watt and Michael Strahan's sack record. So I expect him to want to keep racking it up and possibly even break the record before the season ends. So give me Khalil Mack to go over 0.75 sacks versus the Raiders.
Yeah, Trey, I do love that play. I'll probably be playing that with you. For my play today, I am going to take it over for Quentin Johnson to go over his 26.5 receiving yards going up against the Raiders. Again, I don't think the Chargers are going to score in this game, but the Chargers, they threw out Easton Stick in the last game because Herbert is dealing with a finger problem. He's going to be playing tonight. I think Easton Stick probably has a better connection with Quentin Johnson than he does with Keenan Allen because in the last game, Quentin Johnson had his best receiving game of the season. He had 91 receiving yards. It wouldn't make sense if Stick and Johnson had a better connection because during spring training and practice, Johnson was the 4th string, Easton Stick was the backup, so they probably ran routes together in practice. This is going to be strictly based off what I saw in the last game, and it looks like Johnson, even though he's had a very bad season and sometimes he pulls a Tony and drops balls all over the field, I think Easton Stick feels comfortable throwing him the ball. So I'm going to take his over 26.5 receiving yards as the play, even though I think the Chargers aren't going to score in this game. Give me Quentin Johnson over 26.5 receiving yards as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Get out of here.
Yeah, guys, I'm going with the under 34.5 total points versus the Chargers and Raiders game. My final score prediction here is Raiders 12, Chargers 3. It's going to be a barn burner. Buckle up and watch that game. And I'm also going to get Khalil Mack over 0.75 sacks versus the Raiders. He's going to rack them up. I honestly fully expect him to get a sack on the first drive for the Chargers defense. So it's going to be a no sweat, quick bet for us there.
Yeah, and I'm going with the under as well, 34.5. I'm going 20 to 0. Raiders win this one, so I'm going to take a minus 2.5. And I'm going to take Quentin Johnson to go over 26.5 receiving yards. I just feel like him and Easton Stick have some sort of weird connection. It showed in that last game. Hopefully it shows in this game as well. But guys, that's going to do it for NFL Plays and Props for Thursday, December 14th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You can click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,